Hey guys, let's see what Tox plays.
Today, Tox plays Hearthstone and gets into a Tavern Brawl. Hey guys, Tox.Plays here, ready for Tavern Brawl number 43. This looks familiar, I think? Too many portals, yes, that does look familiar. Did they change the portals? I feel like the portals look different. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, repeat. Some reason I'm not too surprised. I mean, I don't know how much work left they have to do on Whispers of the Old Gods. I figure on that release week they're probably gonna have a repeat. Um, but I thought maybe they'll have some repeats up until then. Anyway, okay, let's go. Too many portals. Nothing new. Let's go Paladin. Yeah, so this will be not super interesting. Um, I mean, please keep watching. I hope I'm interesting, but the Tavern Brawl is new, obviously. So I'll try and spice it up with something else. We can talk about Whispers of the Old Gods. They've released a lot of cards at this point. They just released. Actually, I'm gonna pull up cards that they've released on the side so I can go through them and talk about them all we're playing. I always get rid of these, like 3 of them, to see what other cards I have in my deck, since I'm very likely going to be drawing unstable portals all the time anyway. That way I can get the cards that aren't unstable portals out to play with, since I'm going to pretty much reliably have an unstable portal at all times. Okay. Let's pull this over here. Just gonna go to Hearthstone. If my web browser will load. What is my web browser doing? Unstable portal. What do you mean I can't do that? Okay, I'll play that next turn and another unstable portal. Okay, so one of the so 3 of the old gods have now been released. The most recent one was where is it? Isharj or Yasharj. I don't know if it's a E or a it's with a Y, but I don't know if it's pronounced E or Y Sharj or Isharj. Well, that'll be nice. I can play that next turn. I keep getting cards that I can play next turn. So he is interesting. He's 10 for a 10/10. All the old gods cost 10. But at the end of your turn, you put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. So my plan for that is to just build a yeah, I'll play this. Is to just build a ramp deck with Druid, and just have a ton of 7, 8, 9, 10 drops. So Isharj, when I get Isharj out, it's just going to be pulling out those big drops. As somehow having to protect Isharj. At this point, everyone's pretty certain that there's like a bug flying. Whatever. I can deal with a bug. So, what was I saying? Oh, so a lot of people are wondering, well, what's going to happen with BGH, because all the old gods typically die pretty easily to BGH. So, a lot of people think that BGH definitely is going to be nerfed. Anyway, with the charge, so I was talking about a ramp deck. I want to build a ramp deck with the charge, but they released a new druid card called the Mire Keeper. It is 4 for a 3/3. And you can choose it. You can choose to either summon a 2/2 slime or gain an empty mana crystal. So it works like oh my gosh, I always forget the names. Oh, Well, cool. Basically it's another ramp. So what's cool is it's a 4-drop. So if you get Wild Growth on 2 and then Mire Keeper costs 4, then on turn 3 you're spending 4 mana because you played Wild Growth to play Mire Keeper to ramp again. So on turn 4 you should have 6 mana, which is just a really big jump. And if you happen to have 2 Innervates, maybe you play Charge and start pulling out all your tough guys on turn 6. Not expecting that to happen often, but just thought that will probably be on Sholden at some point. And I'll just talk quickly about the other old gods. So we have Charge. We have, what was the one before that? We have Enzoth, and everyone knows Cthulhu. Cthulhu was released with the announcement, but Enzoth, or Nzoth, or I don't know how it's pronounced. He is 10 for a 5/7, but his battle cry is summon your Death Rattle minions that died this game. So if you just play with a bunch of crazy Death Rattle minions, when he comes out, you're gonna just summon them all again. So it'll be a Death Rattle deck for sure. And a lot of the good Death Rattles are leaving because of Naxxramas leaving and GVG. So there will be, there's still plenty of Death Rattles, but there will be less to choose from. But I think it'll still be very powerful. It's a 5/7, so it isn't BGHable. But what I do like about the Old Gods is all their effects go off before your opponent can deal with them. So even if BGH does stick around, or whatever, you still get something crazy out of it. So Cthulhu's going to do a ton of damage, even if he's silenced back to a 6/6. Enzoth, it's a 5/7, so it's not the greatest body for 10, but you're summoning a bunch of Death Rattle minions, and it's a battle cry, so it just happens. And then Charge, it happens at the end of your turn, so again, your opponent doesn't have any response. And it's always pull a minion out of your deck. It's not like Varian. A lot of people compared it to Varian, where you draw 3, and if they're a minion, it goes into the battlefield. It just pulls out minions, so it's not drawing a card. It just pulls out a minion. So always get a minion, and even if it's BGH next turn, it pulled out that minion for you at least. So, and then they had to waste the BGH. So I think that's interesting. I am going to go open up some packs. I've built up a couple. Obviously, you still can't open these 50 here, but got 3 basic packs, a GVG pack and a TGT pack. Okay, nothing special here. Arcanized Soul Priest. And I've stopped disenchanting my cards because if they do change any of the classic, they are changing some of the classic cards, but if I happen to have extras of those, I'll get a full refund for those that they changed. So I'm just holding off on disenchanting until the release, in case I can get that extra dust. And I have just about enough dust for, I think, 3 legendaries. So in those 50 packs, if I didn't get all the old gods, I'm probably going to craft the other old gods. We'll see what other legendaries pop up, but that's the idea right now. I'd like to make a video for each of the old gods once the expansion does release. Alright, so nothing special in these packs at all, but dust. Dust is good. Alright, I know this was a short episode, but it was a repeat. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Tox out.
Hi guys, thanks for watching this week's Tavern Brawl. If you want to watch one of my other Tavern Brawl videos, you can click the link up above to go to my Tavern Brawl playlist. Feel free to like, subscribe, and or comment, and I hope to see you next time. Again, thanks for watching. Tox out.